Hey guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. We're gonna show you how to hydro dip a Nerf gun.
Alright, so what do we have here? We got the Nerf gun Fortnite edition silencer. So we're gonna start with the silencer. We're gonna take the screw so we can take it apart and tape off the orange part. We're setting all our screws in a spot so we're not gonna lose them. We got the tape ready because we're gonna have to tape off some stuff. The prep work is some of the most important things to make your gun look professionally done. We got all the screws out, so we're gonna take apart this part. It's a good idea to take pictures as you take it apart so you know where everything goes back together. We got this apart. We're gonna take the black part, set it to the side now so that will look black when it's done. How's this going?
I'm good. I think so. I don't know what's here. Hey, we're trying to get it apart. We can't get it apart, so we're gonna tape off the orange part that we can't get out.
We're taping it off so that it stays orange. It doesn't need to stay orange, but we want it to look professionally done. That's why we're taking the time to tape it off.
And you should also tape where the barrel is so it doesn't get clogged up with paint too.
Yep.
If you don't want to use like tape, like
use masking tape.
Yeah, use more like masking tape.
And you don't want to cheap out and buy the cheap stuff because it doesn't stick very well. We've already found that out.
Cool one. This one's done. And when we like spray paint, what should I say? Now we're gonna do where the barrel's getting taped off on the other side. So when it shoots, it's not all clogged. This side and this side where it comes shoot.
Part of the reason we're taping it off is because we couldn't get it apart all the way without breaking it, so we decided to tape it off.
And Ryan is working on taking apart more of the gun. That's what the inside looks like.
Alright, this one's more complicated than the other one, so we're gonna get good video of how everything goes together so that we can put it back together in the end. Alright, so we got this orange piece. So we're gonna pull this out. Or not.
Now I just popped out a piece. Now I just popped out a piece.
So you see where that went?
Yep.
That came from there. That goes on there like that. So we'll set that to the side.
And look at all the springs in there.
Yep. So we got this.
A big piece.
Now we got the trigger.
And he's trying to put it like how it would go. But we're gonna hydro dip the outside. So
See where that came from?
yeah,
Inside of that.
I got it. Now we're gonna try to empty out the inside, as you can see. see how we're trying to put it like a gun without the outside? Without the outside?
Now, I'm just gonna take this black part off. We're gonna leave the orange piece in there because it's on the inside.
Not the outside.
And we're just hydro dipping this part.
Same with this, that, and then we're not hydro dipping the handle because we don't want to. That's where the screws are.
More screws? For some reason.
They used a different screw for that, so we'll have to make sure that the square head ends up back in that spot. So I'll put the aimer back together.
Okay, I got that. So we're good. That handle over there, we're not gonna be hydro dipping.
Then this time, I think we're gonna leave it to, last time we had it out.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna leave it together.
Yeah.
So what you need for hydro dipping is a bucket, your spray paint, the colors that you want to choose. So we're going with red and black. Then what do you need? Paint sticks, rubber gloves. The gloves are very important. We found that out the first time we did it because I got my hand full of paint dipping it into the water.
Yep.
And then we laid out paper so that we can paint the parts that we just got done taking apart.
And get on the floor.
Yep, we don't want to get paint all over the floor. That's why we put the paper down. And we're going to lay a base coat of paint. So we're going to go with the red. We're going to paint everything red so that if we miss a part of the gun when we're hydro dipping it, it's going to show through as red instead of the yellow. And you also need the base coat laid onto the gun so that the paint will stick to it, or you would have to take the time to sand the finish off of the gun before dipping it, but we're going to choose to paint it instead. All right, Alex has got the red paint, and we're going to very lightly spray a base coat on there. You want to go lighter so that the paint doesn't run. You can always put another coat on.
But you can't take paint off.
Yeah, and if you spray too much at once, it will puddle up and drip, and you don't want the runs in the finished part. See how he's doing that? Very lightly spraying so we don't get runs. All right, that's enough for now. All right, that's enough for now. We don't want the paint to puddle. So we'll come back and give it a second coat a little bit later.
Take the paint out, and now we're gonna put our second coat on.
So you're gonna test spray on the newspaper first to see how far away we're gonna spray. So we're gonna try to cover up any yellow that we missed on the first coat. You're getting a little close there. The reason we stay far away is so that we don't get runs in the finished product.
Now we're gonna hydro dip it.
So we're gonna shake up our black paint. We're gonna do the silencer first, so we're just gonna try putting black in the water because we're gonna have to roll the silencer. I think it's gonna be easier to get a design to just spray the black.
And he has his gloves on.
Yep, rubber gloves, very important. So we're just gonna put that. We're gonna take the paint stick.
And make whatever design you want, practically.
Think that's good?
Yep.
We're gonna take this. And now we're gonna roll it in so wherever the clear is, it should. I need you to... I got it. So then you need to brush the paint away. So so that when you pull it up.
You got your design.
All right, so we sprayed the paint in the bucket. That's our design. So we are gonna dip the gun now. Or should I think we gotta stir it up a little bit, right?
Yeah, so we're gonna stir it.
There.
That's good. Now that's our design.
And you wanna wipe?
Away. The stuff away. And that's what it finished
What
like.
it's gonna look like when it dries. Pretty cool.
Got it again, and you have to do it
That's our
again.
design. We've got the second side. So you can take your time and put it in nice and slow and let the design stick to everything as you roll it in there. Now we want to wipe away.
And that's our other design.
That's our other side. Come over here and we'll put them. Be careful not to knock over the other stuff, and we'll set that there to dry.
And those are all.
And those are all the pieces. Alright, hey guys. We just finished up the blaster. The paint is dried and we got it all back together and working. Yes, it shoots. It took a while to figure it out. This one was pretty complex inside. But overall, I'm happy with the way that it turned out. The hydro dipping pattern turned out pretty cool and it matches on the silencer. Key things to remember when hydro dipping the gun is that you want the water at room temperature. If it's too hot or too cold, the paint may dry and you won't get a very cool pattern. It'll stick together. It won't create the swirl effect. When you're pulling the gun out, you always want to make sure that you clear the water before you pull the gun pieces out so that the paint doesn't stick to it on the way out when you're pulling it out. Overall, I'm pretty happy with the way this turned out. So now we have the Fortnite silencer and the Fortnite Deagle. Both turned out very good.